Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It is time for your reading. My name is Kelly, and I'll be doing the read. See what's going on today. Alright. What's going on with Pisces? Urus. Urus in reverse can talk about a few things. The main thing that I'm picking up here on this rune is, the need to rest. Yeah, somebody needs some rest. Urus also talks about a missed opportunity, but I don't think that's what that is. Let's see what else. Canaz. And Canaz is in reverse. This is darkness. Something's in the dark. Well, it doesn't look like it's really happy so far. This could also talk about your physical health too, and it can be, very important for you to get your rest, but, this is kind of like some sort of light here, this could be like maybe, because it's in the dark, it means darkness. It could talk about like maybe confusion or a lack of clarity or something you can't really see. Could be a lack of inspiration because you're exhausted. What else? L has in reverse. So you could feel defenseless, really. You could feel kind of down and defenseless. You could feel exposed or, you could feel some sort of vulnerability. So don't ignore your gut feelings. All right, that's very important. Don't ignore those gut feelings. And that's what keeps you safe. So don't take any risks. Don't take any risks right now. It's not a good time to gamble. Not a good time to take a risk. Actually, if somebody asks you something, it's a good time to say no, especially if it's draining. So if somebody asks you something, it's okay. Say no. I mean, especially if it's going to be draining. And you have Velhaz in the upright. Okay, so, this is good news, really. This is, you're protected, okay? You might not feel protected because you're feeling exposed right now and tired and in the dark, confused about something. And this is just telling you, that you're protected. This is divine protection, okay? But it's also telling you to make sure that you pay attention to your surroundings and don't ignore red flags. Don't ignore, your intuition. Don't ignore it. Yeah, I think it's a good time to pull back, right now, from things that drain you. If it, that could be people or, whatever is draining you. You need to recharge your energy. What else? Urus, wow. Urus again, huh? That's kind of that's not really what I was looking for. But you know, Pisces, this is definitely telling you to, trust your instincts for sure. With this L has right here, there could be a lack of a motivation as well. You might have like some sort of, this could be a lack of willpower as well. Or some sort of fear that you may have about some sort of lost opportunity. This could be in your subconscious too. Huh. Now this can also talk about, and this is not for most of us because we're not aggressive. Urus in reverse can also talk about, using force instead of diplomacy, and I don't really feel that I don't feel that that's for us, but there could definitely be some sort of internal friction. Your mind wants one thing but your body wants another. It could be rebelling, against, you know how that is. So just make sure that you're paying attention to your health. This is really important. I feel that, and if you see any red flags, don't ignore them, okay? And anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be health. It could be, anything that you feel vulnerable. If you see some red flags, right there. Use your intuition for sure. Mainly, get the rest, whoever this reading is for. Mainly get your rest. What else? Ewas. Ewas. So Ewas is the death rune, okay? Yeah. Ewas is the death rune. This person is pretty, whoever it is that you're dealing with is very resilient. Yeah. Thoracicis. S-E-Ys and thoracicis. Ooh. Whoever it is you're dealing with is going through definitely a rough time. And I feel that they're going through a rougher time than you are, really. Whoever this person is. I see a lot of... I'm not going to speak. I could be speaking too soon. But this person is definitely going through some sort of internal struggle. Yeah. They could be undergoing some sort of life and death process or something. Something that definitely makes them feel vulnerable. Okay. Now, like I say, this could be somebody that you're dealing with. And sometimes it can also indicate us as well, because it's kind of like, in a sense, mirroring this. But this looks much lighter than this energy. These two runes is pretty rough. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so Othala, like I said, this could be some of us, you know, in the collective. You know how the fish are, that one fish goes this way and the other fish goes this way, but it looks like, you know, from the looks of this read, you know, it looks pretty rough. This could be a family member that you're dealing with here, with Othala here. And by the way, Othala is Pisces energy. That's why I said it could also, you know, point to us. Yeah. So, you know, this person's ultimate destination is one of security and belonging. Yeah, this could definitely be us. This could definitely be us. Yeah. It could also refer to an actual inheritance or something too, because that's what Othala means. What else? Ingwas. Well, this is the seed, and this is very positive. This makes the whole reading. Actually, you know what really makes the whole reading, Pisces, is this L has right here. This is our protection, and this is also telling you if something comes your way that is going to drain you, say no, right? And make sure that you're getting your rest, and protect the seed, protect your health. Yeah. Let's pull some cards out here too. Kind of curious. Let's see what I do with my cards. Here they are. So what's going on with Pisces? Well, you got the lily. The lily kind of reminds me of, you know, I feel peacefulness. Despite this here, I still feel peacefulness. So that's a good feeling. The key. Wow, the key. That's a very positive card, you guys. And the clouds. The clouds here mirror. The clouds are actually mirroring this Canaz right here. Things are cloudy. Things are in the fog. Okay, could be confusion. And despite all this crap that's going on, I feel peacefulness here from the lily for some reason. And you know, this key actually is guaranteed. This is like a breakthrough, okay? The key represents a breakthrough. And so there is a breakthrough on this, guarantees that this light will spark. Okay, it's going to turn around. This is Canaz, this is the spark, this is the controlled fire, this is the light. This key is guaranteeing that this will turn around. It's kind of like fading away right now, okay? The light is fading, but it's going to come back after the clouds move. And then this key is going to be the breakthrough that makes these clouds move. And with this letter at the bottom of the deck, this could be saying, you know, you're going to receive some sort of message via email, mail, or, you know, I don't know, some sort of message that's going to give you this key, that's going to ignite this flame and remove the clouds. So I really like the way that's kind of gone. So just, you know, like I said, whoever this reading is, you know, just make sure that you're getting your rest and taking care of your health. Very, very important to not... it's very, very important to listen to your intuition. Nothing is yet set in stone. It just flew out, so I'll take it. The energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, I like it. Let's get a couple of these cards too. Spirit of life. Remember, you are never alone in the spirit of life because it's with you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to rest in this realization and feel the lightness in you. And this kind of like is what I'm feeling from this lily. Yeah. So I really like the energy. You know, at first it looks really rough. But just make sure that you're listening to your intuition and getting your sleep so you can regain the energy and ignite this spark. This spark's coming through some sort of a message. All right? All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.